Hey guys, what's up? It's xZap here, and welcome back to another Hypixel Skyblock tutorial video. Today we are going to be talking about all the different rods here with the new update in Hypixel Skyblock. We're going to be comparing their stats and also talking about the different enchants you can get on them. Also, really quick before this video starts, I do want to mention that me and some other YouTubers are currently doing a giveaway for some MVP++ ranks. The number was 5, but I think it's gone up now. Either way, if you don't already have MVP Plus, we'll buy you up to it and then get you a month of Plus Plus. If you do already have it, or you already have Plus Plus, we'll buy you 3 months of Plus Plus. Link to any of that will be in the description. Okay, so I decided to come over here to the lake just for the rest of this video, just because we're talking about fishing. So basically, I'm just going to go through this whole fishing collection here, and we're going to point out all the different rods to you. And yeah, just compare their stats. At the end, I'll pick the best one or ones that you guys are going to want to get, and then we'll also start talking about the enchants. Okay, so the first rod we're going to start with here is the Prismarine rod, which is in the Prismarine Shard collection. It's collection 4. And so to craft the Prismarine rod, this is going to be the recipe. It's 2 Prismarine shards, Prismarine crystal, and then 2 string. Pretty simple. And basically this is the main rod I've been using for now. And the reason for that is I'm not high enough fishing level yet to be able to use the other rods because I haven't actually been doing too much fishing. But anyways, a Prismarine rod gives you a plus 25% chance to catch Prismarine shards or Prismarine crystals, and it also increases your fishing speed by 10%. And then the next rod we're going to be talking about is the Speedster rod, which is a Salmon Collection 5. And basically it gives a burst of speed when you hit a monster, so then increases fishing speed by 30%. That's pretty good, but I don't really see the point of, the speed boost. I don't really know how practical it is. Maybe it lasts a while, so it might make sense. And to craft it, you're gonna need 96 raw salmon and then 2 string. Okay, and so the next rod we have here is going to be the Farmer's Rod, which is in Clay Collection 5. And I actually just realized that I was able to use this rod. I thought that I had to have fishing level 8, but apparently not, unless I hit it and I didn't realize it. But yeah, so basically you get a chance to fish up farm animals with this, and it also increases fishing speed by 40%. And then to craft it, you're going to need 64 hay bales, a piece of enchanted clay, which is 160 clay, and then 2 string. Now the lily pad collection is gonna be the collection that has the most, the most and the best rods in it. So the first rod you're gonna get here is the challenging rod, which you get at lily pad 5. And basically it increases your chance to catch a sea creature by 5%, and your fishing speed gets increased by 50%, but it does require fishing level 10 to use. So that's actually a pretty nice rod. It's a good boost. The closest thing that we've seen so far is the Farmer's Rod, which is 40%. And then to craft it, you just need a fishing rod and surround it by stacks of lily pads on each side. Now the next rod you're going to find here in the lily pad collection is at lily pad 7, and it's going to be the Rod of Champions. Now the Rod of Champions gives you a plus 10% chance to catch a sea creature, or increases the rate at least that you catch them. And it increases your fishing speed by 60%. So that's also a pretty good boost there. And then to craft it, you actually need a challenging rod first, and then you surround the challenging rod with enchanted lily pads, which each take 60 lily pads. And then the last rod you're going to find here in the lily pad collection, it's currently going to be the best rod in the game, is going to be the Rod of Legends at lily pad 9. So the Rod of Legends, it increases your sea creature catch rate by 15% and your fishing speed by 70%. So that is a huge boost, but it does require fishing level 16, and the crafting recipe is not so easy. So first of all, you need to get the challenging rod, which you then which you craft like this. I showed that already, and then at that point, you can turn the challenging rod into a Rod of Champions, which you craft like this. Again, I already showed that. And then you turn the Rod of Champions into a Rod of Legends with 16 enchanted lily pads on each space around it. And each of those enchanted lily pads, again, take 160 regular lily pads. and you don't get lily pads very fast. So yeah, it's gonna take a lot of grinding to get this rod, but if you manage to do it, props, it's a really good rod. So again, Rod of Legends is going to be the best rod in the game. As far as something that is more realistic for most people to get, a lot of people could probably be able to get to a challenging rod with some grinding, and once you get that, it'll be nice because it does still give a good boost and increase your sea creature catch rate. So that's the other one I would recommend for a more for an option that doesn't take as much grinding. Alright, so now we're going to actually talk about the different enchants you could get on your rod. So this is the rod I've been using up until now, on my Prismarine rod. And it has Luck of the Sea 5, which increases your chance of fishing treasure by 5%. That's a nice one to have. Magnet 5, it grants 5 additional experience orbs every time you successfully catch a fish. If you're trying to grind some XP, I mean, fishing isn't the best way to grind XP. I suppose you could fish up a Titanic experience bottle, but yeah, I guess that's another way to help get XP along the way if that's what you're trying to do. And then there's also Lure 5, which shortens the maximum time it takes to catch something by 25%. So that's really nice as far as being able to catch things quickly. This other farmer's rod here also has some other enchants. It does have an Angler 5, which increases your chance to catch a sea creature by 5%. And it also has Looting 3, which increases the chance of monster dropping an item by 45%. So yeah, you can actually attack the sea creatures with these rods as well. As you can see, they have different amounts of damage. And if I go to the lily pad collection here, you can see that the Rod of Legends actually has 100 attack damage. So yeah, as you get better rods, see the Rod of Champions is at 85 and the challenging has 60. So yeah, you can actually use these to kill the sea creatures that you fish out with them, and you'll get a bonus for doing so. Okay, so I'm taking a look at the auction house here just to, give me a list of the other enchants that exist, because I don't actually have a list of all of them, but this is going to help me figure it out. There is one called Frail 5, which I know that one it makes the sea monsters spawn with less health, so that's pretty nice to get. There's also Blessing 5, which gives you a 25% chance to double drops when fishing. So that's actually a pretty nice thing to have. And then there's another one called Caster, which basically gives you a chance to not consume bait when you go fishing. But by the way, there is other baits. I'm not including that in this video, but there are baits you can get now which increase your chances of different things while fishing. And then there's also another enchant called Spiked Hook, which basically it's like sharpness for the rods. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. There could have been some enchants that I missed. I was trying to find them all, but I was having a little bit of a hard time. So if there's anything I missed, make sure to go comment it down below. So if you guys did find this video useful or enjoy, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you're new. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.